me tell you about a friend. It's Craig LeBlanc where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
We are here to make them better. I guarantee you, if you put in these Beast Hack hitting stations in your parks, your kids will become better. With our hitting station, the ball hangs directly over the middle of the plate. The kids are going to swing at a strike every single time. And that's how you build muscle memory. Everything has to do with muscle memory, whether it's baseball, softball, pickleball. And we're just here to teach these fundamentals.
Welcome back to the Daily Parks and Rec Show, live from the NRPA Convention 2025. Today, we're stepping up to the plate with Keaton Smith, founder of Beast Hack, a made-in-the-USA innovation changing the way kids and adults learn the fundamentals of baseball, softball, and even pickleball. From his days as a college All-American to playing pro ball across Europe, Keaton brings a passion for teaching the basics that truly build better ball players. Beast Hack's patented hitting stations are giving Parks and Rec departments a powerful tool, helping kids develop muscle memory, gain confidence, and stay in the game longer. In this episode, Keaton shares his journey, the vision behind Beast Hack, and how technology like AI and gamification is about to transform community sports. Whether you're a coach, a parent, or a Parks and Rec leader, this conversation is a home run you don't want to miss. Let's dive in.
All right. We are live. The first interview for NRPA. Good friend of mine, Keaton, over in, where are you? You're in Carolinas, is that right?
I'm in Winder, Georgia, just west of Athens.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Beast Hack and what you got going on, and then maybe y'all got a national anthem or something, don't y'all?
Okay, yeah, sure. So Beast Hack, we're a manufacturer, made in the USA, manufacturer of baseball, softball, and pickleball hitting stations. So we teach the fundamentals of hitting and the correct contact points, so that way we can actually make kids and adults who want to get better. So we're not necessarily there to replace batting cages, but we're actually teaching fundamentals, where the kids should stand and where the correct contact point should be. We're here to help bring some good ball players out of Parks and Rec, where a lot of the better coaches that are more into travel ball in the high school and stuff like that, and the Parks and Rec is kind of left to the volunteers, and God bless the heart of a volunteer. But sometimes they're just regurgitating what maybe they heard or they learned growing up, and not necessarily, it's not their fault. But sometimes it's just not correct. So we're wanting to teach the kids the fundamentals, because that's also what you work on going up through the professional levels is fundamentals every day. That's what the professionals do. And so we're here to teach these kids the fundamentals. And that is the why I started this business.
Fantastic. Now, give everybody a little bit of your history as far as you being in baseball.
So I played college ever since I was in Little League. Actually grew up here in Florida, playing in El Rico at Bloomingdale Little League. Then played on through middle school, high school, into college. Was an All-American out of college. After graduating college, I went and played in over 5 different countries all over Europe professionally, and had an awesome chance to travel the world playing baseball, getting to travel, and it was just a lot of fun. And had to come up with a way to train myself while I was in Europe, because we didn't have a hitting coach, so to speak, over there. You were paid to just show up and perform. And so fast forward about 15 years later, I'm also in an industrial distribution company. So we serve manufacturing and distribution with labels, packaging, material handling equipment. And I told my wife, I said, I love, what the Lord's provided for us through this industrial business, but I want to get back into baseball, and I don't really want to train your friends' kids one at a time. I want to help a bunch of kids. And so she said, well, why don't you, make that apparatus that you made for yourself back when you were in Europe? So I spent 4 years, and to the tune of about $200,000. We have 5 patents now. We just defeated Monster Energy Drink Corporation in a 4-year trademark opposition. That's over as of about 3 months ago. So now we can start getting down the road and putting this in front of people. So this is our second year at NRPA, and we're here to serve the kids of Park and Rec and the adults too. We just launched our pickleball hitting station 2 weeks ago here in Florida at the Florida Park and Rec show, and they absolutely loved it. So now all the people that are standing around with nothing to do at pickleball courts waiting to play, we have hitting stations for them now that also teach them the fundamentals. And all of our balls hang from a wire, and when you hit them, you want a 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock rotation like this. And if you get that 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock rotation, that signifies a ball back over the net. Why? Because Craig doesn't want to chase my balls, and I don't want to chase Craig's balls. We just want to play. And so it helps even with the adults. It's the creating the correct contact points, and it's just the fundamentals. Almost all sports are 80% mental and then 20% physical, and plus or minus 10%, depending on who you're talking to. So we're just here to help people have fun, get a little bit better, and help them be as good as they want to be.
Yeah. Now, tell a little bit more about as far as being here at the convention. This is how many years have you been at the NRPA convention?
So last year in Atlanta was our first year at NRPA. Yeah. And so this is our second year. And this is just a ton of fun for me. I cannot wait for this to happen. We're always the first booth set up, and I just love it. I love meeting people. I'm involved in a lot of different industries with my other businesses, and this is just fun. And it's baseball, and it's pickleball, and it's softball, and I love sports. And it's just it's a lot of fun meeting people from a lot of different walks of life. And we're just here to let them know that, hey, my son likes to say, "I got you, Dad." So basically, to everybody out there that wants to get better, I got you. Beast Hack, we got you.
Fantastic. Now, y'all have some of your devices over at Henry County, Georgia. Is that correct?
That's correct. And actually, they opened up with an order on the pickleball stations too. But they were our first order for the baseball and softball hitting stations, and now they're implementing them countywide as they continue to develop the other fields that they have. They're a huge county. They're 2023 Parks and Rec of the Year.
Yeah. And
those guys are the leaders in the industry. A lot of people are following them, and we went down there and presented to them, and they just understood what we were doing. Our hitting stations take up minimal space. You're talking about 10 foot by 10 foot square. We're making kids better. We're putting in 4 hitting stations in the same footprint as you would a batting cage. Nobody has to bring balls. Nobody has to pick up a ball. All you need to bring is your kid and a bat, and we can help you make them better. A mom or dad with no hitting experience whatsoever can walk up with their kid in the bat and help their kid become better.
Fantastic. Now, who do you know over there at Henry County? These are close friends of ours. They actually help us produce the Rec Room, which is a monthly podcast we do on the second Wednesdays of every month. But is KP over there, the athletic director?
Yep. KP is over there. Kevin Patterson. I don't know if you know this or not, but I think he's a Muay Thai fighter.
I can believe it. I think everybody over there that JP recruits is some former athlete or some college sprinter or something.
Mm-hmm. And Brian Dixon, who is over there, he runs the enhancing of the sporting facilities and stuff like that. He's an ex-baseball player. He's a good friend of mine now too, and he loves it, and he loves what we're doing, and he can't wait to implement more. Those guys they just understand. They come from that background, so they understand they're not in it just to enhance their parks, to say, hey, we have pretty parks. They're actually in it to make the community better at the sports they want to participate in.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what do you feel like as far as in baseball, where do you think baseball's heading as far within Parks and Recreation?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to keep showing up. And if we get some Parks and Rec to believe in the Beast Hack products and believe in what we bring to offer, because we are here to help these kids. We are here to make them better. I guarantee you, if you put in these Beast Hack hitting stations in your parks, your kids will become better. It's just a simple fact is batting cages don't make a kid any better. Most of the time they're trying to get in there. It's just what people are used to. Kid takes 10 to 15 swings and no telling where those pitches are going to be. With our hitting station, the ball hangs directly over the middle of the plate. The kids are going to swing at a strike every single time. And that's how you build muscle memory. And in these sports, everything has to do with muscle memory, whether it's baseball, softball, pickleball. And we're just here to teach these fundamentals, because if you just don't know them, you just don't know. And I was telling Brian Dixon over at Henry County how thankful I was that I happened to have a coach growing up that was very knowledgeable. All we went through was fundamentals, and he took a bunch of mediocre ball players and turned us into a fantastic baseball team. And I'm just here to pass that on. You know, I want to help these kids. I know what it's like to be a little skinny, mediocre ball player. And then, you know, with the right training and the right fundamentals, it's you just don't know who can become something. And most of these kids are dropping out by the age of 12.
Oh my gosh.
12 or 13. They're giving up on it.
What's causing that burnout?
Well, so the problem is all the kids with the that are able to afford the better training, the people that know fundamentals of baseball and have played at a higher level, you know, some of these kids can't afford that. You know, you're talking anywhere from $200, $600 a year, sure, and or a month. You know, and that's a lot of money, and most kids can't afford that. And so what I've done is I've you know, put together a solution for those kids to help them better. And now Henry County is having some issues with the BSTAC hitting stations that they put in, because we've got kids from outside the counties coming in to use the BSTAC hitting stations.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have. So we just need to get the word out, and we just want everybody to tell their friends about us.
Yeah. I think, don't y'all have like a little explainer commercial or something like that on YouTube? Or
Yep, we have, and it's on the website as well, beasthack.com.
Let's see if we can look it up.
BEASTHACK.com. SHACK. So back in the day in baseball, we used to tell, you know, when our buddies were up to bat, we used to say, hey man, take a hack, a good balanced hard swing, take a hack. And so, you know, we took Beast and we combined it with Hack, and that's how we got Beast Hack.
All right, so we're navigating to his website.
Yep. And so we've done a lot here, and at the bottom of every page in the footer, you're able to listen to our walk-up anthem. We actually wrote a walk-up anthem. It's called "That's a Beast Hack Crack." And one of my teammates and I wrote it. He's a rapper in Jacksonville, Florida now. Yeah. So him and another friend of mine are the ones rapping on it. I'm too country to be in that, but I was definitely a part of that. And we are super proud of that. And we put it on the website.
We got a few minutes left. We got time to play it?
Absolutely. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay. Get ready, Craig. Here it comes.
This right here for the ball player. Yeah. Tell me who you with. You only get one shot to the lead using B-sacks. Where you gon' swing over the fence? Yeah, nice pitcher say he throwing 95. I swear I won't miss. Stacking reps every day. Yeah, I'm on my grind. Want a championship. I've been working on my swing with the B-sack. Hit a wood crack. Yeah, it's not good, dog. Step up to the plate. It's a green light. Better get back like I'm playing if you wanna. Hey, yeah, this ball here gonna. I'm a beast taking hacks to the morning. Switch children, tell me which way you going. You been using B-sacks, so you own it. That's a B-sack crack. That's a B-sack crack. Hey, what you know about that? That's a B-sack crack. That's a B-sack crack. Hey, what you know about that? That's a B-sack crack. That's a B-sack crack. Hey.
So y'all wrote that song, or your
all
rapper
that
friend wrote it?
All that was written by myself and two of my friends.
No way.
Yeah, and we recorded it in his studio, and it was just awesome. And so we put it on there for free for the kids to download, so that way they can listen to it on the way to their games. We have parents sending emails saying that they downloaded it for their workout playlist. So when they're going to the gym, they can listen to it too.
No way.
But yeah, man, it's awesome. So what we're looking at here, this is the JMH 2911 with a shout out to my favorite Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. But this is the JMH 2911. This is the portable BSTAC hitting station. This can be used outdoors by staking it down. You can use it indoors as well. You see that tube on the back of the base right there? You can put workout plates like your Olympic style 45-pound plates.
Yeah.
You can put weights on that to weigh it down indoors. This is a popular item in the Midwest and the Northeast where the winters last longer. And so they're using these in gyms and indoors for the kids there. And then also this upright that goes into that base right there, it comes out of that, and you can stick that in the 2-inch receiver hitch of a truck or SUV. I actually drove down here to Florida and ride around all the time with that hanging out of the back of my truck. And so it's indoor, outdoor, and it's mobile, and that's for the people that travel. So that way, if the batting cages are taken up, or if they don't have batting cages for these traveling teams, they can actually train and take some swings before the games out of the hitch of a truck. And then we have our permanent stations, which are concreted in the ground, and that's what Henry County has at their facility. And that's a 10-foot by 10-foot concrete square, and it's a 6-foot upright, and it's concreted in the ground. And I'm telling you, that's the best bet right there, because when that thing is rigid in the ground like that, that ball assembly runs like a scalded dog when those kids hit it, and they love it. And they, when I first came out with this, the kids, what they would want to do, they'd hit it, and then they want to count the rotations. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Craig, how many can you get? I got 15. Craig, how many can you get? And so they started to gamify it with each other. And so what I did was I went to one of my electronic engineering friends. I said, we need to create an electronic counter. So now we actually have a counter that can be mounted on that arm, and it counts the rotations of the ball going around, and so that way the kids can gamify it. And so the future outlook of this business is we're currently waiting until we can get enough units into the field, into the Parks and Rec. And our next move on this is we're going to take the amount of rotations, and we're going to send that via Bluetooth to a BeastHack app, and then we're going to use AI, artificial intelligence, and we're going to convert the time of the rotation into exit velocity, because that is what is judging baseball and softball hitting right now, is exit velocity. Exit velocity is the speed at which the ball comes off the bat. So now we're taking something that we just provided to teach fundamentals, and now we're taking it a step further. We're going to introduce the technology. It's already there. We just need more hitting stations around the country, because the plan for this is to have all these kids that are playing in Little League and Recreation and Dixie Youth, and wherever there's a BeastHack app, can go into their BeastHack dashboard on an app, and then they can look to see how they compete nationwide with other kids.
Nice.
And now Parks and Rec is on the map, because right now travel ball and high school and everybody else are the only ones that get to participate in that. And now we're bringing it to the community. So we just need help with Parks and Rec. These guys got to put these things in.
Fantastic, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and hoping you're having a good time over here at NRPA. Thank you for being my first guest on the Daily Parks and Rec Show, man.
Good deal.
Good seeing you.
Thank you, Craig.
All right.
See you guys.
Are you a vendor, brand, or service provider ready to connect with the heartbeat of local communities? At DPRS Media Co., we tell the stories shaping parks and recreation across America. Through podcasts, live streams, videos, and newsletters, we reach frontline leaders, city directors, and decision makers every single week. From youth sports and facilities to programming and policy, our audience is your audience. Sponsoring or partnering with DPRS Media Co. puts your brand in front of the professionals who build, budget, and buy for their communities. Launching a new product, growing your presence in public spaces, targeting cities, counties, or departments, DPRS is your trusted media partner. Whether you're in software, turf, aquatics, robotics, smart cities, or special events, partnering with DPRS puts your brand in the story. With commercials, interviews, social campaigns, newsletters, and live shows, we're your media team. Partner with us and grow your impact in the $200 billion Parks and Rec industry. DPRS Media Co. Stories that move Parks and Rec forward. Your audience is here. Let's meet them.